YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about 3 tips on how to start to build your model portfolio and how to get started in your model career. Let's get started. So tip number 1, very, very important, would be to invest in yourself. Start off by saving money if you don't already have some saved already. The reason why I say this is because modeling is a business as well. If you are starting a clothing line, before you can start selling to customers, you have to purchase the clothes first, right? Modeling is no different. And I say this to say, by saving money and by investing in yourself, you can take that money and hire a professional photographer to take headshots, simple model Polaroids. I can insert links down below of examples of what those look like as well. Something very basic and very simple, but the very, very important fact is to save money so that you can hire a professional photographer. Now, if you're lucky, you may encounter somebody who's willing to test shoot you for free. By all means, go ahead and do that. But sometimes the reason why I say to take the time to invest in a professional is because somebody who's willing to test shoot you means that they're a photographer that's probably just getting started, and that they are looking to build their portfolio as well. And so it's a mutual, they're building, you're building. So that's great. If it turns out great, awesome, use those images. However, let's say you don't know anybody who's just starting out in photography and wants to use you as, a tester. Then you would have to invest in somebody professional. There's nothing wrong with that. Photo shoots these days are not cheap. You're looking at about, for simple headshots, the least $250 to $300, the minimum. That's not including makeup if they have that in their package. Tip number 2, very important as well. Start simple. Start simple. Sometimes we get models want to jump into it and start off with the most creative shoots. I mean, art and flowers and this and all of that is fine. But when you're getting started and you want to submit to somebody, they want to see what you really look like. They don't want to see half of your face covered in blue paint, half of your face covered in pink. They want to see what you really look like. And so start off basic. And I mean headshots from your chest up, some side profile images, standing straight up on a simple background. Sometimes, agencies, they don't even want a professional photo shoot. They just probably would take pictures off of your iPhone. But all that to say, less is more. Less is more. When you're taking these images, keep that in mind. Simple makeup, nothing too dramatic that takes away from the beauty of your face. Simple colors, simple clothing. And this is how you start. It doesn't mean that all of your images will be simple. This is just what you want to start with, because every model's portfolio should have basic headshots. It's the staple. And you need to invest in quality images, because these images you can use for the rest of your life, which is why I say invest in a professional photographer. Tip number 3, also very important. So now that you've saved your money, now that you've hired a professional photographer and you have your simple images, what do you do with these pictures? You submit them everywhere. Now that you have these pictures, you're going to email them to anything that you see. So you go on Google and you search, what are some castings that are going on in my area? What are some model calls that are going on in my area? And you submit your images to those. Also, to take advantage of social media. Instagram is where I have gotten at least 80% of my model jobs. If you don't promote yourself, nobody will know that you're a model and nobody will take you seriously. So even on Instagram, you're posting your picture, tag the pages that may have photographers that will be looking for models to work with. Hashtag different brands and if you are looking to be a brand ambassador, and start looking at the hashtags on Instagram. Some people are looking for models for a makeup line, a hair line, a clothing line, and they're putting these calls on Instagram. And so you may even have a chance there to submit your images there. You only need 2 to 3 good shots to get started. The false, I think cliche is the word maybe. that people believe is that you need 75 pictures to get started in modeling. You don't. And that's why, for me, if you start off professional, you won't have to take all this time to do trial and errors and get bad pictures. If you start off fresh, you can get right into it and submit those images, and people know that you're serious, right? So, all that to say, let me sum up my 3 tips again. Number 1, invest in yourself. Save your money and hire a professional photographer. Number 2, don't be afraid to start off basic. You don't need the most dramatic, creative images. We'll get there later. But start off with what you naturally look like. Start off with headshots. Start off with basic, full body images that's not doing too much. Number 3, who's going to know about you if you don't send out these pictures, right? Stop waiting for people to contact you and you do the hustle and reach out. My first couple of months with modeling, I was pursuing everything and anything that would bite. It's like looking for a job, right? You have to send out 50 applications before 5 people get back to you. It's the same thing. And the goal is that by you doing that in the beginning, next thing you know, people will be reaching back out to you, right? So those are my 3 tips. Hopefully that helped you out to get started. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, to comment, subscribe. Let me know down below if these tips have helped you and if you want to hear anything else from me. And also, let me show you my very, very first headshot. I wanted to show you guys this picture. If you can't see it, guys, I will put the image in the video. But this was my very first headshot. It's very simple, very subtle. And so this picture on Instagram went viral in a sense where literally by hashtagging, tagging different brands, this picture went everywhere. And this is the reason why I've gotten so many shoots and gigs and things like that, because all I had was one picture. All I had was one picture, I sent it out, and that's really how I got started. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!